Video started. I am so intrigued. I am so intrigued. Someone was interested in what I had to say. Even when I, I fooled around, whoa, you know, up this, up, I just said up his, like, I want to walk around. I'm going to just, hold on a second here. So, what do you think? I am okay up his. Anyways, we can change anything. I had somebody that was interested in my reality. Just give me a second somehow. Okay, I'm done. Didn't send it yet. I'm sending it. It's gone. Just like, hold on a second. I'm home. I'm home. Pretty cool, eh? I got a video and a video. I finally figured out how to do it. I look good in red. But I'm going to take all this silly stuff off. But it's really not silly. I can practically be a comedian. I said practically. Depends where I get There's a cat in my house. Okay, I'm not silly. I'm not funny. I have to clean up my dresser. Went for a beer with my son. Alan's apple juice. Went for a beer with my son and his girlfriend. And I'm not sure if she said this to him. I think she said to him, "Why are you always looking over there?" And I was thinking, why was he always looking over there? And I took a look. I didn't see anything. And then she says, "Are you looking at the other girls?" And anyways, that was just really weird. She brought her dog to the bar. It was an outside terrace. It was just lovely. I told you the story last week where her dog got sprayed by a skunk. Well, guess what? He's still carrying that smell. She had her feet up while he was sitting on that side. She was sitting on that side, and her 2 feet were up, like between. Let's not get into that. I didn't say a word. Couldn't figure out why he was smiling all night. She wanted to know about numbers, like what am I doing? And it's very hard to explain something to somebody while somebody else is saying, what do you want to know that for? When somebody wants to know, why question them? Why question when somebody else wants to know? Especially somebody who has the head to comprehend and maybe take this a little bit further, right? Not someone who wants to know that's going to make fun of you after, but somebody that really wants to know, And she mentioned to me, the woman, Stephanie, and by mistake I called her Melody, and that was my son's last girlfriend. Or is that 2 girlfriends before? Something like that. Oh no, it was all grace for him. It was a grace period. In between Melody and Stephanie, there was a grace period. Yeah. So now, because my middle name of my son is Ray, and because I really never thought of this before, although I've said the joke before, the melody was sung. Well, there was one before that, and I have to get her name in between the stretches of girlfriends, and there was a grace period, meaning the separation of a period or somebody else's name that's named Grace. Now, what am I getting to with all this? You think I'm just playing a game and making jokes? No, as I make these what seem to be jokes, sometimes not funny by many, and especially the ones I... Is there an eye watching me, or is that a little pig over there? Okay, I'm off the subject. I might be bipolar. You're off the subject. Get back to the 3 names, the girlfriends. Anyways, irrelevant. She wanted to know my stuff, and I showed her. I showed her some stuff. My son was saying, what do you showed her for? Showed. What's that word? Showed. In French, if you say showed, it means hot. I showed her. But if you listen to the word, I had to show you something. I showed you something. But if you just say I showed her, what does the word showed her mean? If you heard the word, if you weren't English, and you heard the word showed her on the radio, the guy would say, yeah, and I brought everybody down and I showed her that. No, I brought her to the water. I brought her to the water and I showed her the fish. Showed her. I showed her the fish. I went to show the fish to blank. But if you hear the word shoulder, it's like when I used to hear French. Sometimes they talk when it, just I showed her. It's show, showed. The primary word is show, showed her. Is that what an ed? So it's so important when you have the ed, which by the way, ed is 4 and 5 representing the sun. Um, Stephanie, also what's like, she said 5 and she said 7. Why so important this and why so important that? Well, 5 comes from 212. 7 comes from 313. 6 is the center between the two, but all whole numbers are in the eye of both areas, is what I'm going to make up right now and try to show you this. I didn't show you this. I'm going to show you this. All numbers are located here in this area. So I have to move things around, make space on my desk. Make sure you don't see anything I don't want you to see. Got a cup here. And I'm going to show you this right now. And this is 6. And this is 7. And this is 8. And this is 9. And I'm not sure if I should do it this way. And this is 5. And and this is 4. And this is 3. And this is 2. And this is 1. Now I can also do it whoop. So you see what we have here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So every area, okay, 2 zeros capture one whole number. Now the question would be, what would we call this section over here? What would we call these sections? Follow what I'm saying? What would I call this section over here? Whoop. So you notice there's only 2, 2, 2. Forget about this one. There's 4 circles. The 15th letter equals 60, right? And there's only 3 high, 4 by 3. The roulette wheel is counting by the dozens. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then you go 1, 2, 3, right? How would the math go, right? Here is 1 dot. Here's a dot. Here's a dot. How do these dots work for numbers? You know what I'm saying? So what do I take? This one here, and this connects to here, and then this one 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 connects to here. So I have 1 dot, then I have 2 dots, and I have 3 dots, then I have 3 dots, then I have 2 dots, and then I have 1 dot, and that's my number over here. And that's how I calculate the Japanese 12 times 12, you know. 1, 1, 1, and then 1, 1, 1, and that would be, well, that's not how it works. I think they take the whole corner in that one. I'm not taking the whole corner here. Should I take the whole corner? Because there's 4 of them, so I don't see it the same. Unless it's 1, what is it, 4 by 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or is it 1 and 1, 2, 3 for 4? And then that's to count that. And then 3. So you have 1 here and then 2 down here. So the 2 down here count all of that, I presume. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you count all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you count here. 156 is the answer. Now what was this calculation? It was 12 12 by 13. So that's 12 by 13 is 3 by 2 is 6, 3 by 1 is 3, 1 by 2, oh, carry to 0, carry to 0, carry to 0. What does 0 mean? Look at that, carry the 0. 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1, 156. Okay, so there's, I mean, although in the numbers, like if I would refer this to 9 equaling to the pound key. Isn't this funny? Pound key, 9 lives of the cat. But it's a pound key. And it's 12. I mean, I'm a little off board with this, right? You have 12 because over here is the, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then it's 10, 11, 12. But in the 11th position, in most cases, it's the 0, and then we have the start key to the left, and then we have the pound key to the right. So it's like going 9, 3, and then 9 areas 9. What if I completed all these areas? You know what I'm saying? The only one that's complete is the center. If the center was counted for what its completion equals to 0, equals to 15, 1 plus 5 equals to 6. Do you follow what I'm doing right now? But anyways, I'm off the subject. I just wanted to say that his girlfriend was interested in what I had to say, and I just want to continue on with this. So if each number was in the center over here, 1, 2, 3, 2 would be between I and I. 5 would be between I and I. 8 would be between I and I. Now, it would keep going down. Now, the question is, this is only one dimension. And as you, many of you seen, I don't know if you know, but that design over there, or the design next to it, right, with the happy face in the center, both of them are telling a story in numbers, okay? I don't think binary is in that one. That can be the Fibonacci. That could have been the Fibonacci, the binary, the Fibonacci penny, or the binary penny. What it means is, first of all, one sequence in Fibonacci is 24 numbers. So you'll do the 24 numbers, 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 the 24 numbers. I think you're going to do them 4 times, and then I think you're going to do 4 times, 4 times, 4 times, or you're going to do them 4 times and then flip them upside down and do them 4 times again. Now, is it going to be backwards this way? Well, do you follow exactly what I'm saying? No, I probably have to design it, but I don't want to do. I don't want to do this. All right, I just want to do the numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. That's Fibonacci, right? And then what I want to do is I want to connect all the 3s, all the 8s, all the 2s. What do I mean? Well, when you get 8 and 5 is 13, 1 and 3 will now be the 4 number. So you go 4 and 8 is 12, it goes down to 3. 3 and 4 is 7, 7 and 3 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. So now I want to connect or color this one, and then color this one the same color, because these two repeat. Or bring them back to the penny. What it means bring them back to the penny is in Canada, the penny is really gone. There's no cash pennies anymore. Okay, if you're paying cash, you'll be paying 1 cent and 2 cents and 8 cents and 9 cents, all equals to a dime. None of this happens until 10 cents, and then 3 and 4 and 6 and 7. When that happens, it'll all be a nickel. I'm going to do this in the next video. I'm going to continue this, or I'm just going to talk off my head right now, or talk off my head. I'm talking my head off. Talking your ears off. Talking my ears off, my head off. I don't know who gets the bigger headache, me or you. So that's what I do when I do Fibonacci to the penny, and I don't know if I want to flip it upside down. If I do want to flip it upside down, a lot of my theories or exact reality, the pieces and puzzles that I make, where do they go? What are we going to use them for? And sometimes I don't go any further. Sometimes I just repeat the same thing because I'm just a singleton. I'm just one. I'm one that took what has already been created and made, further processed it. And it takes many more before we can decipher what this actual all means, what this puzzle will come out to be, what will be the evolution, might be the evolution of seeing things and shapes, the evolution giving more meaning deeper into where we can restructure who we are and how we were built to are who we are, that came to be of, and I'm electric. You don't think I'm a robot? You don't think I'm a robot? I don't know all the words I can use, but I have memory. Can I do this a nanobyte in a gigasecond? Is it a gigabyte in a nanosecond, like George Carlin says? I can move forward, and you can measure my strength. Instead of playing a game and measuring and testing the strength and how hard it can hit, you're direct in the game. I became the flesh. I'm electronic. Do not deny me what my oil is to run. I recycle through my own body, my liver, my pancreas, my appendix, my heart, the energy in my voice, and the memory in my mind to be able to have a consciousness that remembers, or to be conscious of my surroundings and process it in the realm that most people process it, saying that we all see the same thing and all enjoy the same thing. We all seem to have one thing in common, that when we're smiling, it may be the effect that we're actually, when our mouth is like this, the effect is we're smiling. Most people would see it as a part of happiness. And this would be sadness. And I don't even have to speak if I go like this. All signs. I can do it. And these new children with autism, or the way our abilities to get stronger when we lose something in our life, a leg, a limb, a relative, a different way of thinking, how our will to when you're young and you want to go out and to discover before you failure, you're all pumped up. And when you get older, either you're still pumped up with that imagination, the completion, and what you have evolved in life and all your memories. And, listen, it's good to be aware on the highway, but it's also good to be careful, and being too careful could make you dangerous. Yes, it can. Being too careful or not aggressive enough can make you dangerous. You can be too slow for somebody who's too quick. And because they didn't realize and you don't pay enough attention, boom, accidents will happen. When all the people frustrated on the road, driving fast, following each other, and all fall into the same traffic. Somebody's not looking, that's not driving fast, doesn't notice you because they're on their cell phone or reading the paper, and crash and accident, everybody catches up to each other, and now we have traffic. Uninterrupted. Commercial break, Mr. Tacban sitting here. I have the Chaldean board in front of me. I had what I designed to you, and let's not forget the I. Let's not forget where we might be able to fit this into roulette. Let's not forget that what circles mean, and if I showed you the word moon like this, and you moved to the side and saw it on a certain angle, the two O's, depending on the distance of the letters, might look like one over the other. Like sewing in a pair of jeans, one knit goes over the other. So who says whether the letter goes beside it or behind it? And if you're doing everything on a certain angle, like imagine if I spelt, hold on a second, give me a second. Just a minute. Did you hear that? Somebody driving down the street 50 miles an hour. So here's the word moon, right? Now, what's funny about this word moon, okay, is that the way it's done is that if all the planets were on an angle to each other, you would have moon. What happens? These two stays in the front. Now, if I have one more letter in there, or did I not bend the paper properly? Pyramid, pyramid, indentation. One singleton, M would be over here. O and O, we have the peak and the point on the end. So what is on one side is not on the other. Read this backwards, it goes new moon. Moo, new. Anyways, Raphael, passage through the moon, 7286. Beta creation. In the E world, where we're all trees. Thank you for watching this video. Thumbs up if you like it. Press that bell on the bottom. Like they all say this in these videos. Should I become more professional? Donate, press the bell. I'll take away the commercials. I'll repair your life. Praise God. You know, I was in synagogue today because I had a bat mitzvah, right, for those who made it to the end. And at the end of the book, it says we can read it either in this way, or it can be read this way. And one of the ways on the top it said it can be read like the Quran, not the Quran, but the Quran, the E world or the A world. Together it becomes the O world. Energy angels, electronic, spirits. Because in French they say esprit, in English they say spirit. 91. You want to talk about the word soul, 67, spirit, 91, flip it up at 61, creation of the seventh gate, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between, 21, take away 7 is 14 in between 7, 1 and 6 on the end, 2 and 5, 3 and 4, 7 in between 7, and 3 and 4. There's nothing in between 3 and 4. Third and fourth planet. 3, 4, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. 3 and 4. Women are 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. Woman, 12 and 13. 3 and 4. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 is 2 and 3, 5. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4, 7. 5 and 7, the moon. Jesus Christ, passage of the moon. I can put Moses into here, but the thing is, I can't start at the beginning of the story. I have to start at the end. So I can go to this side and see the differences, the changes of time. If I go right at the beginning, I got to create and shmei dre. I'd rather start in the middle. 52 cards in the deck. Give me the 26th one. If I start in the middle of the deck, how many cards must I have in my hand? You must have 2 cards in your hand. You must have the 6 and you must have the 7. If there's 10 cards, you must have the 4 and you must have the 5, or must you have the 5 and must you have the 6? If there's 10 cards, you need the 5 and the 6. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 10. 7, 8, 9, 10 equals to 44, area space. 7 and 8 is 15, 9 is 24, and 10 is 34. Is it 34 I said? Right, 34, is that what I said? 34, right, 34. Okay, that's DC. See, what this is it's telling me a story. It says Mars, Win a Big Red Sun, Spirit, DC, 9 Lives of the Cat, Earth and Mars. This is Mars. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 10. 5 and 6 is 11. 4 numbers and 4 numbers. These 4 equal 34. These numbers equal 24. The difference is at 24. Now the thing about this, okay, is X is the 10 in Roman numerals, but it's the 24th letter equaling to 34. Why use X? Why use zeros? Why use numbers? What is going on? What is this world? Is it built? I think a 24-minute video is 21 minutes longer than 99% of the people that will watch it. Maybe one day we'll have people watching pieces and parts of whoever and whatever I do. I would be honored, and I am honoring all those who have done this before over time. 7,300 and something videos plus later. I am proud to be who I am, and I accept who I am, whoever that might be. Thank you. Welcome. For those who haven't ever been here before, never seen anything, this is my place at night. And that's one of the bedrooms, what it looks like at night. And that's the other one that it looks like at night. If you want, just move to the end of the video. And yeah, even the ceiling is done. Even the ceiling is done. So let me take a look at this. Oh no, not that. Hold on, we're going to stop this video here. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm going to end it now. Just going to end that video.